The Washington Town and Country Fair is an event that is loved by many. From concerts, pageants, livestock shows, engines, and food, there is an event for everyone. While thousands of people come to Washington for this fair, not many know the history behind it. The first fair-like events in Franklin County can be traced back to the 1870s. However, it wasn't until 1929 that the true ancestor of the Town and Country Fair was created. The 1929 Franklin County Agricultural Products Show featured a cattle judging show, merchant display booths, and other livestock contests. This original fair was 2 days long, but it was extended to 3 days in the 1930s. The show was canceled from 1942 to 1945 on account of World War II. The 1947 show booklet read, "The concerted effort of all, and especially the farmers, was needed for the winning of the war." In 1950, the show gained the name we know it by today, the Washington Town and Country Fair. This rebranding included adding the now popular Queen contest to the event list. Aubrey Moreland, a 2021 second runner-up Fair Queen, explains how important the Queen contest is to the fair.
I feel like the Queen contest is really important to the fair, especially for young women. I feel like if you don't live in the community, it can look like a beauty contest, and that's really not what it is. A lot of the things that we do leading up to the fair are things to help us in the future. So we went to a professional development day, and we got to listen to people around the community who own small businesses and learn from them. And we did painting and we did yoga, and it was just a really good experience to, one, learn about the community, two, bond with other young women your age, and it taught you a lot of responsibility.
In addition to the Queen contest, the fair continued to change over the years, with new structures, performers, and events being added to the now 5-day-long fair. In the 1970s, the fair began adding yearly themes, and in 1994, the Fair Parade was created. The overseeing of the fair is handled by the Fair Board. Current Board of Directors member Ann Losing sat down to explain how the fair has benefited Washington as a community.
The Washington Town and Country Fair Board is made up of volunteers from throughout our community who are willing and able to organize the fair, work with some office staff at the Washington Chamber of Commerce, and take the lead as leaders in our community for organization of the fair. The fair has certainly grown over the past 90 years and now is kind of well known throughout our state. It's one of the largest fairs in the state of Missouri. And so we have a big draw from different areas and different communities. Obviously, our biggest area is here in Franklin County and our adjoining counties, but we also our entertainment, draws people from all different areas as a well-known, well-run event in our state.
Today's fair is the third largest in the state and brings thousands of visitors into our town. This event has become a family tradition in Washington and shows other Missourians what our town has to offer.
Oh, I think it's a huge part of the culture of Washington. I mean, going to college, I would talk about the fair, and then I was able to get my friends in college to come down and enjoy the fair, and you'll talk to people in St. Louis, and they'll hear of the Town and Country Fair. They won't really hear of Washington, but they know the Town and Country Fair, and I feel like it kind of symbolizes who we are as a community.
Not only is the fair economically important to Washington, it has helped to teach generations of Washington's youth the value of volunteering.
So the fair has so many opportunities for youth to be involved and to learn about what it means to be part of a community. So at a very young age, our 4-H groups are involved, picking up trash. Our scouts are part of opening ceremonies or in the parade. There are opportunities for young people to exhibit their artwork and different projects, exhibit livestock. So there's so many opportunities for youth to be involved in contests and do the different things that show their talents. And then as they continue to get older, there's just great ways for them to be involved volunteering. And I think that that's such a huge part of our community. And really what the fair is all about is just working together and bringing people together. So that's one of my favorite things about it. And it does that for our youth and for our adults.
Blake Deppie, a Junior Fair Board member, explains what the Junior Fair Board does and what he thinks the fair can teach kids involved with it.
Fair Board is a junior version of Fair Board, which does tasks like bag ice or help the Fair Board with parking lot duties. We help the Senior Fair Board with anything that they allocate to us. We also run certain events, like we ran the fried Oreo booth and then like the adult pig chase and then the cornhole tournament last year and a few other events. So we run our own events, but we also still help and get like a foot in the door for the Fair Board, so we still are able to work alongside of the Fair Board member. I think the fair teaches kids how to budget, because you have to budget your money to make sure you're not going over budget, because you might think, oh, it's just the fair, it's only a one-time thing, but you can really spend some money going to just the fair, buy fair food, and also just like how to interact with people and like talk and not act goofy or get in trouble.
Like the town itself, the Washington Fair has a storied past, and it continues to develop to this day. The Washington Town and Country Fair and its long history have affected generations of people and will continue to inspire fairgoers for generations to come.